What's going on, guys? County Gains back here again. Today we got a reaction video. One of my loyal subscribers asked me to react to this, and this is called Ireland Has a Ridiculous Attachment to Neutrality. Irish neutrality debate, the Tonight Show. Now I'm sure there'll be a lot of important people and politicians on this, but little old County Gains wants to give his little take on this as well, because I was asked on Patreon by one of my loyal subscribers. Go over to my Patreon, guys, and check that out. I have a lot of uncensored videos there. So this is Ciara Doherty is joined by Kieran Allen, Senator Lisa Chamberlain, and Professor John O'Brien to discuss Ireland's neutrality and what it means today. Now I'm a little bit late to the party, guys. This was released about 7 days ago, a little bit over a week ago. But I thought it'd be interesting to react to this because a lot of people blown up about Ireland's neutrality in the war. We just sent troops to basically help support Ukraine and stuff like that. So yeah, just right off the bat, guys, everyone always says Ireland's neutral and stuff like that. Neutrality is just BS, guys. What I'm saying? We don't have we can't even defend our own country. They asked the special forces guy, who's always on TV, the bald guy. They asked him before, can we protect our own country? And him himself, who's special forces are operators, guys. They go into countries, they do operations like where they're actively seeking out to, basically take out and kill people that threaten to, kill us, basically. So they would be the best people to know about it. He was like a war, near general, lieutenant or whatever, and he was like, absolutely not. We can't even defend against a terrorist attack. So let alone a country attacking us. Forget about that, guys. So that ship has sailed, but we need to start building up our own defenses. But this one is going to be hilarious, guys, to think that we're neutral. But anyway, let's have a little look to see what they say. Let's get it.
In terms of our own neutrality, Kieran, do you feel it has been undermined in any way by the Irish response to this war? Totally.
The Irish government is using this war to undermine neutrality. The political elite in this country have always been against neutrality. The people, about 70% in recent polls, are for neutrality. But they've been undermining neutrality since they brought US troops into Shannon, which I might add was to bring people for torture.
Well, which I might add, those people that they bring in for torture are terrorists. A lot of those Americans that a lot of those, ISIS members and Al Qaeda members and Taliban members that America would capture, that is for, that is basically for it's for torture, but it's quote unquote, waterboarding. The torture that ISIS do to us, guys, that's real torture. That's ripping our friggin', eye sockets out and shit. That's proper torture. We just put a little bit of water on them and stuff. We don't really put them, do it that bad, but yeah, we're going to defend America on this one, guys, because if the shit hits the fan, forget about Britain. I don't know why everyone in Ireland loves Britain. Britain ruled over us for 800 years. They made us all starve. They made us all leave the country. They killed us for 800 years. But for some reason, everybody nowadays loves Britain. And I'm not talking about the people. I love the people of Britain. But the government, guys, they hate us, dude. You think if someone's going to invade Ireland, they're going to come defend us? It's going to be America that's going to defend us. Even, and I would only say America because they want to get involved in wars. It's probably not a thing that they love Ireland or anything like that. Britain? Really? It's just a joke, bro. I don't know why people love Britain so much. It's just a joke,
The blind eye to all that. They've been undermining neutrality. And the latest move now is to send, apparently, Irish soldiers to train and enhance, quote, is what they say, enhance the military capacity of the Ukrainian armed forces. This is intervening in a war without the permission of the Dáil, without, if you like, the triple lock that was supposedly agreed. This is obviously designed to undermine neutrality.
He's 100% right, guys. 100% right. You gotta admit that, Ireland kind of plays off this thing, oh, well, we're neutral. It's we're helping all these defense forces. We're helping all these, if we're literally training, if we're training Ukrainians, what does that mean, guys? We're not training Russian soldiers, we're not going over there and training Pavel and whoever that serves in the Russian forces. We're training Ukrainian soldiers. What does that mean, guys? That's taking sides. A lot of people nowadays, they don't want to be responsible for their actions. Oh, America, let's just send, Ukraine at 90,000 bombs a month, and then we're going to remain neutral. No, obviously you're fueling the Ukrainians to fight against them. Obviously, guys, people just use common sense. Now let's listen to what this lady has to say, guys.
Okay, Lisa Chambers.
Sorry, any suggestion that the Irish government is using this war to undermine our neutrality is an outrageous statement.
Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be a long day, guys. Long 3 minutes, man.
Not based on any evidence or any fact whatsoever, and I reject that completely. And also, the suggestion that the triple lock is required shows a lack of understanding as to what the triple lock actually is.
This dude can't believe it. Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy's face. He's like, what is this lady talking about? Bro, she said you don't need, there's no evidence to support that. The evidence is there. we're sending them guns, weapons, we're helping the Ukrainians, we're not helping the Russians. What does that mean? Like, you know? What, dude? Well, this is just, bro.
The suggestion that the triple lock is required shows a lack of understanding as to what the triple lock actually is. It is not required for training missions. It is required if you send more than 12 troops to a combat zone. We are not doing that. No
okay, but
European
the government has agreed to send some Irish troops to assist in an EU defence mission.
In an EU training mission. There's a big distinction. No member state, none, are sending troops to Ukraine. So the triple lock is not required. We are also freezing Russian assets. We are submitting.
My guess is that they're sending special forces, like in Ireland. What do they call it? The Flenacht or something? Flenacht or something? They're sending them to like Germany, and then the Marines in Germany, which they have like the biggest base in the world outside America, they're helping train Ukrainians. Guys, when you help train people, that's not an act of war, but that is like, you're taking their side. Like, I don't know why people don't think this. People are like, no, we're neutral, we don't help anything. You know, there's like terrorist attacks in England all the time, guys. We live like 300 kilometers away from England. Like, not even. If you're in Dublin, it's like 50 kilometers from England. And then people don't think that that shit can happen here because we're taking sides. It's very naive, actually, guys. Very naive.
Funds to European Peace Fund. We are housing over 70,000 Ukrainian refugees. We are participating in supporting Ukraine. This is one element of that.
So are you saying we're not neutral, actually?
We are military neutral, but we're not neutral when it comes to our political support for Ukraine. And there is a difference.
Where do you draw?
Yeah, there's no real difference, guys, because like when you take away the funds of basically the Russians and the money of the Russians, and the civilians pretty much starve or die or whatever because they don't have any money. That's pretty much an act of war as well. I would determine that as an act of war. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people can't eat and all this, you know, money is getting spent because other countries, neighboring countries, are helping Ukraine, that's an act of war, guys, for sure. We shouldn't even be in a war, guys. We don't even have we don't even have the defense forces defend our own country. Bro, we ain't got nothing in this place. Oh my god, man. We're actually, bro, once Russia gets pissed off and they start sending troops all into Europe and stuff, long day that's going to be, guys. That's going to be a long day, bro.
Is that, I suppose, Lisa,
Ciara, where do you draw the line? If you've got a problem with sending our troops to train other troops to do things like...
But I suppose what Kieran's saying is that we're pushing the boundaries all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we are sending troops that have specialisations in explosives, in disarming explosives, in medical training, in engineering. But if you have a problem with that, do you have a problem with us housing refugees? Do you have a problem with us sending money for peace supports? Do you have a problem with us freezing Russian assets? Where do you draw the line?
John O'Brien.
I have a problem with freezing... Yeah! Dude, that's an act of war. When you take away someone's money, guys, that's an act of war as well, man. And then to kind of say this thing like in Ireland, basically Ireland, you know what it's like, guys? Let me tell you what it's like. It's like, you know, people always say, having your cake and eating it. It's like basically having and this is going to be kind of a dumbed down simplification. It's like having a chick, having a wife or a girlfriend, long-term girlfriend, and having a wife. And then banging some side hoe on the side, guys. You understand? You can't have your cake and eat it. You know, you can't say that you're single when you're in a relationship and banging another woman. You understand, guys? It's like having a wife and then you're banging like 5 different hoes in the city. I'm kind of I'm being satirical, guys. But that's what it's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, I know a lot of you guys will love that reference. And I should definitely do political commentary over other shit like the Hodge twins. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, guys, it's like having wifey one side of that, you know, in one house. And then straight up banging, you know what I mean? The hose down the street, like. So you can't have both, guys. You can't be doing both. So we're basically saying we're neutral, but you know what I mean, we'll stop off the Russian funds, we'll stop funding them, we're gonna cut off their oil supply, we're gonna everything that we can do against Russia. But then, oh no, we're neutral, don't attack us. Dude, when wifey comes and finds you banging the side hoe, what's she gonna do, guys? She's gonna be mad. That's Russia. You know what I'm saying? The side hoe is Ukraine or whatever. Yeah, however that works, guys. I think I got my point across there.
Annan?
Are we really neutral where genocide is being committed by one side against another?
Do you think we shouldn't? Do you think we need to park this idea of neutrality in this country?
We have to put aside this ridiculous emotional attachment to neutrality.
Why?
We have
Why has it not served us well to this point?
We have the luxury of geography. We are not positioned where the Estonians are positioned. We haven't had the same historical experience.
Couldn't we argue that we should just take advantage of that?
Fine. We've been free riding on the back of the American security guarantee through Article 5 of NATO since 1949. That's the reality. I'm saying simply that we should face up to this. The entire European security system is being reconstituted. We cannot, in my view, remain on the side.
Okay.
All of the partners that we have in the European Union, in the Baltic states and elsewhere, they gave us their steadfast support on Brexit when we really needed it on the existential question of the border.
You know,
we need to support them.
Dude, listen, man. You know, that guy was kind of spitting facts at the beginning, kind of went off track at the end. Dude, let me tell anyone in this country, man, if you guys want to go fight Russia, go fight Russia. You don't need to sign up for military, guys. A lot of people think that you need to be part of a military or prior military training to go fight against Russia. Nope. Sure, like what? Like 80-90% of the soldiers that actually are fighting against Russia in Ukraine, they're not even trained, guys. They're just given a gun, go fight Russia. Like, you know, go fight Russia if you want to go fight Russia so much. I would say, personally, let's just chill out. And it's funny because all these fat old people, women as well, pushing people to go to war. You know who'd be going to war? Me. I'd be going to war. 27-year-old, you know what I mean? Friggin' jacked dude. I'd have to go fight, guys. None of these fat women or fat older men would have to go fight doing any of the war. I ain't gonna fight some bullshit war. Let America do that bullshit. And the fact that these people think that we're just gonna be accepting this shit as Irish people, they're basically trying to push us into getting some built up military so that we can go fight some bullshit war that America should be fighting. America should be fighting this war. Let them help them if they want to help Ukraine. Now, it's obviously not good what Russia is doing to Ukraine, but I'm just saying, guys, we ain't even got a military, guys. How the hell are we supposed to be fighting a war? Just completely osmovuska, guys. You know what I'm saying? And for those who are Irish, you know what that means, guys. Just ridiculous. You know, in my personal opinion, that shit's just crazy, man. So, no, man, no. Like, we're not gonna be out here, you know what I mean, cutting off supplies of money and then saying, oh, well, we're not part of the defense. Like, no, it's ridiculous, guys. It's completely ridiculous. So, leave in the comments what you guys think down below. Definitely, it's always women. I've never talked to an adult male in this country, and they have said to me, "Yeah, you know what? We should go fight against the Russians." You know, if it's brought to our board, if it's brought to Ireland, then yeah, we'll fight. But like, or if it's like somewhat invading the European Union, then yeah. But you know, Russia and Ukraine, they have their own thing going on. Like if America wants to intervene in that, but this whole thing about us telling us to go to war, always, you never see. It's always women and fat dudes and shit. That people that won't be doing the fighting is what I'm trying to say. That are basically pushing Ireland and telling Ireland we should be helping Ukraine. It's always those people, guys. You ever realize that? Like, no, dude. Like, you guys go fight. You know what I mean? Go to Ukraine. If you go to Ukraine, they'll give you a bulletproof vest. They'll give you a helmet. They'll give you some training, and they'll give you a gun with 30 rounds, and they'll say, go out there and fight Russia. Hell no, we ain't doing that bullshit, guys. That's their problem, bro. That ain't our problem, I'll tell you that much. Hope you guys enjoy that, man. I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.